The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
And the serve just clears the top of the net, played by the Bombers.
Media Group production.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the Nice 95.5 mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Adam Hefty.
Yes, and welcome in everybody here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. I am Adam Hefty here at Mora High School, home of the Mora Mustangs, as the Mustangs get ready to battle their Great River Conference rival, the Mille Raiders. Mille coming into this one 6-8 on the season. Mora coming into this one 11-7 on the season. We'll be back with your Here's the Pitch pregame show after word from some of our sponsors.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
The Mustang Booster Club is on a mission, working closely with Mora School and the athletic department. We're dedicated to help promote, recognize, and improve to the top level of Mustang athletics. How? By generating funds from our great business partners and community members we have. Your support directly impacts our programs, giving them the opportunity to go above and beyond for their athletes to excel at the highest levels. We are the team behind the team.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say thank you to all the manufacturing employees and companies. Without you, we would not have a lot of the products we enjoy using every day. Join us at one of our tours of area manufacturers. Tours available this year will be held at Pinnacle Climate Technologies, Ridgewater College, and Malco. Tours feature both in-person and private tours. Learn how to register or attend at cmmaworks.org. That's cmmaworks.org. This message is brought to you by the Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association and our Gold Elite sponsors, Malco, DCI, and Relco. More information available at cmmaworks.org.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Yes, and welcome back in here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. Adam Hefty here at Mora High School, home of the Mustangs, as they get ready to face their Great River Conference rivals, the Mille Raiders. Mora coming into this one 11-7 on the season, following a loss to the very good Crosby Ironton squad, 3-1. Mille coming into this one 6-8 on the season, following a victory over the Jaguars of Hinckley Finlayson. I believe this is the first time these two teams have met so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. In the Great River Conference, it goes as follows. Crosby Ironton leads the way, believe it or not, up over Rush City by a game. They played last week with the Rangers getting up over the top of the Tigers 3-2. So a really fun matchup there. So those are 1 and 2. Mora just right behind them at 3, followed by the Ogilvie Lions. Mille right after Ogilvie. So Mille in that 5 spot in the Great River Conference, right there smack dab in the middle. The Raiders being very competitive this season, trying to keep pace with the leaders of the conference. Pine City and Bram there at 6 and 7. East Central at 8. Aiken at 9. And Hinckley Finlayson is in last place at the 10 spot. So, a very competitive conference here in the Great River Conference. And it's really nothing surprising per se. So it's, as Ethan and I have been talking about all season, this is a very good conference that has a lot of talent to it. Wins are hard to come by, and we see a lot of talented teams that show the talent out there on the court, but just aren't able to get over the hump. Mille is one of those teams. They might be starting to figure this out. 6-8 on the season, but still right smack dab in the middle of the Great River Conference. So a very fun team to watch, a very young team. So it'll be fun to see what their last part of the season brings forth. Mora 11-7 on the season, a very senior-led squad here in Mora, and a lot of success. It's really no surprise that they are finding success. They're in the 3rd spot here in the Great River Conference. So we'll be back here on the Here's the Pitch pregame show here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK with your starting lineups coming up here on KBEK.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
The Mustang Booster Club is committed to excellence. Collaborating with Mora schools and the athletic department, our mission is to support, highlight, and advance Mustang athletics at the highest level. We achieve this by securing funding from our valued business partners and community supporters. Every donation makes a difference, enhancing athletic programs and giving student athletes the resources to succeed. We proudly stand as the team behind the team.
Yes, and some of those great Mustang Booster Club sponsors include BCI Construction, RJ Mechanical, Redstone Construction, DK Mechanical, M&H Appliance Sales, Wellia Health, Douglas Kerr Underground LLC, Morashev, Mora, Blaze Credit Union, and Canvas Health eCentral Crisis Services. So here's the pitch pregame show here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. The visiting Mille Lacs Raiders will start with Mariah Reamer, Batiste Gabo, Danny Larson, Ava Rogers, Peyton Hansen, and Rayleigh Shigobe. The Raiders are led by head coach Marcia Balder, running the sidelines in Mille Lacs. The Mora Mustangs will start with Alice Anderson, Maya Fix, Avery Ennis, Ashley Norberg, Evie Ostreich, and Jenna Lukenbill. The Mustangs will be led by head coach Joy Whitbread, running the sidelines at Mora. Mille Lacs coming into this one 6-8 on the season. Mora 11-7. Mille Lacs trying to continue their great recent success for this squad. Mora trying to continue their success throughout the season. So both these teams really close, with Mora at the 3 spot in the Great River Conference, Mille Lacs at the 5 spot. We'll be back on Nice 95.5 FM KBK with all your action here after the Here's the Pitch pregame show.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say Thank you to all the manufacturing employees and companies. Without you, we would not have a lot of the products we enjoy using every day. Join us at one of our tours of area manufacturers. Tours available this year will be held at Zurich, Landscape Structures, and CWMF. Tours feature both in-person and private tours. Learn how to register or attend at cmmaworks.org. That's cmmaworks.org. This message is brought to you by the Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association and gold sponsors Biz Recycling, Central McGowan, Rosenbauer, and MNCEO. More information available at cmmaworks.org.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ascove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey, guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand. And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Oh, okay.
I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Welcome back here on KBEK. Adam Hefty here in Mora for this Great River Conference battle between the Mille Lacs Raiders and the Mora Mustangs. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It is great to see the Mora Mustangs in the Great River Conference with a lot of their rivals. This is where they belong with teams like Mille Lacs, Bram, Mora, Pine City, Hinckley, Finlayson, East Central, Ogilvie, all those great teams, Crosby, Ironton, and Aiken as well. Great additions to this Great River Conference. Mora Mustangs starting with Alice Anderson, Maya Fix, Avery Ennis, Ashley Norberg, Evie Ostreich, and Jenna Lukenbill. The Raiders starting with Mariah Reamer, Batiste Gabo, Danny Larson, Ava Rogers, Peyton Hansen, and Rayleigh Shigobe. Mustangs led by head coach Joy Whitbread. The Raiders led by Marcia Balder. The libero Leah Tim will come in for the Mustangs. Sheldon Peterson, the libero for Mille will be in as well, and Ennis will start things out with the serve. Mille sending it over with Larson. Ennis will set it up for Fix. Fix a little bit long, and Mille will strike first, 1-0. Number 8, Ava Rogers, will be back to serve, taking a little bit off of it, but Mora able to hang on to it, and Norberg will pick up a soft kill. It'll be ones on the board. And Maya Fix will be back to serve for the Mustangs, taking a little bit off of it, but dug out by the Raiders. Now a kill opportunity by Larson, dug out by the Mustangs. Osterreich will send it over for Mora. Shigobe hitting it into the net, and the Mustangs take a 2-1 lead here in the early going. Fix will be back to serve. 12-6 curve, but dug out nicely by number 11, Aria Mueller. And a kill by the Raiders will tie things up at 2. That was Danny Larson with the soft kill. And Mueller will be back to serve for Mille. Mueller's serve will be sent over and getting that baseline. And the Raiders take a 3-2 lead. Dig pink night tonight here in Mora. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see the blob of pink there on the far side bleachers, masking the student section. The serve by Mueller is over, hits the net, but it'll fall on the Mora side, and Fix will send it back over. A kill opportunity is true there by Reamer. And the Raiders are doubling up the Mustangs 4-2 here in the first set. The junior Mueller will be back to serve. That's sent over. Dug out by Anderson. Ennis back to Anderson. Anderson finding the backside, but it'll go too far. And the Raiders hold a 5-2 lead here in the early going. Mueller again holding serve. That'll be sent over. Tim is there to dig it out. Kind of sloppily, but Mora able to get it over. Mueller is there. Rogers, cross-court pass to Larson. Larson with the kill. 6-2 Raiders, and Larson will pick up her second kill of the evening. Mueller again, back to serve. Good serve, but Tim digs it out. Fix over to Anderson. Anderson to the middle of the floor, dug out by Mueller. Rogers is there. And Mille unable to get it over the net, as the setup was just a little bit too close to the net. And Mille was unable to play it off. Leah Tim back to serve. Dug out by Reamer. And a kill opportunity by Larson. Dug out by Ennis. Tim over to Ostrike, blocked at the net, staying on the Mille side. Rogers, cross cast to Reamer. Kept in play by Ennis. But Mora was caught out of position. And Mille holds a 7-3 lead here in the first set. Senior Danny Larson back to serve. Tim is there. Ennis. Now Lukenbill sends it over. Rogers getting it over herself. Ennis digs it out. Tim setting it up for Ostrike. Ostrike trying for the back row, but Larson is there. Rogers over to Reamer. Reamer will send it over. Fix is there. Ennis will set it up for Lukenbill. Dug out by Larson, but it'll go out of bounds. And the Mustangs cut the lead to 3, 7-4. Elia Kastenbauer and Ava Olsen will be in for the Mustangs. Ava Olsen back to serve. Good serve, but dug out by Mueller. Rogers is there, And Mille Lacs able to send it over. Olsen to Lukenbill, try for the kill, got it. The lead is down to 2, 7-5. Ava Olsen back to serve once again. That's going to be strong, but it hits the head of Mueller. She played it right, but just got her noggin. And that counts as an ace. 7-6 is the score in favor of Mora. This one's long, but it is tipped once again by Reamer. And we're knotted up at 7 apiece. 2 straight aces by senior Ava Olsen, and she'll be back to serve once again, holding serve. That's over, dug out by Mueller. Rogers is there, setting it up for Gabo. Olsen, now Anderson, trying from the middle of the floor. Larson is there. Rogers back to Reamer, blocked at the net. And Mille Lacs unable to send it over. And the Mustangs hold their first lead of the night. Number 12, Sloan Ehrmantraut in for Mille Lacs. Olsen back to serve. Going for the back row. Mueller is there to dig it out. Rogers setting it up for Reamer, blocked at the net. And Mille Lacs unable to return it. 6 straight points for the Mustangs, and they are up 9-7. Olsen again back to serve. Already has 2 aces on the night. Mueller is there to dig it out. Rogers will set it up to Ehrmantraut. Dug out by Tim. Olsen keeps it alive, and Fix will send it over. Larson, Rogers, Reamer to the middle of the floor. Anderson is there. And a kill there by Kastenbauer. 7 straight for the Mustangs. It'll be the first kill for Kastenbauer. And Ava Olsen will be back to serve once again. That'll be dug out by Mueller. Rogers sends it over to Gabo. Gabo into the front row to Olsen. Now Kastenbauer sending it over. Dug out by Ehrmantraut. Kill opportunity by Reamer. Takes a little bit off of it, but Anderson was there. Olsen setting it up for Anderson, and it'll fall on the Mustang side. And the Raiders stop the bleeding. Now down by just 2. Sloan Ehrmantraut back to serve. An 8th grader here on the Raiders side, and that serve goes long, giving the Mustangs the point. Sheldon Pedersen in for the Raiders, and Alice Anderson will be back to serve. Dug out by Mueller. Rogers to Reamer. Reamer blocked at the net. Oh, they're going to call a substitution violation on the Raiders. So it'll be 12-8 in favor of Mora here in the first set. Anderson's serve is a good one. Mueller is there, however. Rogers setting it up for Gabo. Gabo with the left hand. Got it. Gabo catching Mora out of position. It'll be her first kill of the night. Mariah Reamer back to serve. Reamer's jump serve is over. Anderson is there. Olsen setting it up for Kastenbauer, trying for the kill. Dug out by Larson. Rogers getting it to Hansen, and it'll go into the net for a Mustang point. Jenna Lukenbill will be back to serve. Dug out by Larson. Rogers sends it over herself. Olsen, Lukenbill, Fix. Trying for the far side. But Hansen was there. And into the net was Reamer. And the Mustangs hold their largest lead of the night at 5. 14-9. is the Mora lead with Lukenbill once again back to serve. Pedersen is there. Rogers will set it up for Hansen. Hansen blocked at the net. Lukenbill is there. Olsen going to get to Fix, trying for the kill. Dug out by Pedersen. Larson to Reamer. Lukenbill is there. Olsen will set it up for Norberg. Norberg's kill was dug out by Larson. Now Hansen wants one of her own, but it's dug out by Lukenbill. Fix trying for one. That's blocked at the net. Olsen getting it to Kassenbauer, trying for the back row. Larson is there. Rogers, cross-court pass going to Reamer from the back row. Dug out by Anderson. Norberg trying for the back row. Dug out by Reamer. And Reamer will send it over. Olsen, Lukenbill. Kassenbauer taking a little bit off of it. Dug out by Rogers. Larson to Hansen. Dug out by Anderson. And Fix will just send it over to the back row and Pedersen. Rogers setting it up for Gabo. Gabo finds the spot on the floor. 14-10 is the Mora lead here in the first set. A really fun point there. That one went the way of the Raiders. And Batiste Gabo will be back to serve. Gabo's jump serve is over. Dug out by Anderson. Olsen. And they're going to call a violation on the Mustangs. So the Raiders get within 3, 14-11 here in the first set. Gabo again back to serve. Gabo serve is over. Dug out by Anderson. Olsen will set it up for Norberg. Norberg on the short setup, and she'll get the kill. 15-11 Mora. It is the third kill by Norberg already here in the first set. Ennis back to serve. And Evie Ostreich back in as well. Giving Lukenbill and Olsen a rest. Ennis' serve is a good one, but dug out by Mille. Hansen trying for the back row. Anderson is there. Ennis going to Fix. Fix trying for the front row. Chasing it down was Hansen. Norberg keeps it alive. Ennis getting it to Fix to the front row. Once again to Hansen. Rogers. And Larson will send it over. Tim is there. Ennis setting it up for, that was Ostreich. Larson trying for the kill. Got it. 15-12 in favor of Mora here in the first set. That's the third kill on the night for Danny Larson. And Ava Rogers will be back to serve for Mille. Her serve will go into the net. Point for the Mustangs. Mueller will come in for Hansen. And Maya Fix will be back to serve. That'll be sent over. Mueller is there. Rogers will set it up for Larson. Blocked at the net. And it'll fall on the Mille side. And Mora takes a 5-point lead once again, 17-12. Fix again, back to serve. Her serve is sent over, dug out by Mueller. Chasing it down is Rogers. She'll get it to the middle of the floor in Larson. Tim is there. Ennis setting it up for Anderson for the kill. And Mora holds their largest lead of the night, and Coach Balder wants a timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be back here on KBK after word from some of our sponsors.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Welcome back here on KBEK. Adam Hefty here in Mora as the Mora Mustangs hold an 18-12 lead over the Mille Lacs Raiders here in the first set. Mille Lacs got out to a 7-3 lead, but Mora came back with 6 points in a straight to take a 10-7 lead, and they have not looked back since. Leading by 6 right now. Sophomore Maya Fix back to serve. Rogers will set it up for Larson, but dug out by Ennis. Anderson trying for the back row. Gabo is there. Rogers getting it to Mueller for the kill. Caught the Mustangs off guard there. Her first kill of the night, and she has earned the serve. She also has an ace on the night, so some danger back there serving as well. Mueller's serve will be sent over, dug out by Anderson. Ennis back to Anderson. Anderson will hit it into the net. And the Raiders cut the lead to 4 here in the first set. Mueller again, back to serve. Dug out by Tim. Ennis will set it up for Ostrike to the back row. Rogers keeps it alive. Gabo, Larson blocked at the net. And Mille Lacs able to get it over somehow. Anderson is there. Larson. Cross-court pass going to Reamer. Blocked at the net. Reamer keeping it alive. Ennis. Tim getting it to Anderson. Anderson to the back row. There's Mueller. Rogers. Reamer going to the back row. Dug out by Tim. Ennis to Norberg. Taking a little bit off of it and blocked at the net by Larson. And the Raiders are within 3. Mueller again back to serve. That's long. Point for the Mustangs, 19-15. Leah Tim will be back to serve for Mora. Her service sent over, dug out by Gabo. Rogers is there. Larson trying for the side, but dug out by Ennis. And Anderson will send it over for the Mustangs. Dig by Gabo, and a kill opportunity by Reamer is true. And the Raiders not going away within 3, 19-16 here in the first set. And that is the third kill by Mariah Reamer. Danny Larson back to serve. Tim digs it out. Ennis going to Lukenbill. Lukenbill punches it over. Mille Lacs trying to keep it alive, unable to. So Mora keeping Mille Lacs at an arm's length here in the first set. Mille Lacs refusing to quit here in the first set. Elia Kastenbauer is in for Mora. And Ava Olsen will be back to serve. Dug out by Reamer. Rogers back to Reamer trying for the kill. Into the middle of the floor. Anderson is there. Lukenbill got that baseline. 21-16. Timeout called by Mille Lacs. We'll do the same. We'll be back here on KBEK after word from some of our sponsors.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan. And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes, we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with Annie Coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop.
Welcome back here on KBEK. Adam Hefty here in Mora as the Mustangs hold a 21-16 lead coming out of the timeout. Ava Olsen will be back to serve. That serve is long. Point for the Raiders. It will be Rayleigh Shagobe back to serve. Tim is there. Olsen setting it up for Kassenbauer, unable to get there in time. The lead is back down to 3. Shigobe once again back to serve. That's sent over, dug out by Tim. Olsen is there, setting it up for Lukenbill. Got it. 22-18 Mustangs. It is the second kill of the night for Lukenbill. And Alice Anderson will be back to serve. Anderson service sent over, dug out by Pedersen. Rogers to Reamer. Reamer blocked at the net. It'll fall on the Mustang side. And it'll be 22-19 in favor of Mora, with Mariah Reamer back to serve. Her service sent over, dug out by Tim. There's Anderson getting it to Fix. Fix trying to get it around the pole. She does. She does not. Or no, they're going to call a double hit. And Mille Lacs is within 2 with Reamer back to serve. Reamer, the 5'5" junior. She will send it over, but it is long. Point Mustangs, 23-20. Jenna Lukenbill will be back to serve. Lukenbill service sent over. Pedersen is there to dig it out. Rogers getting it to Hansen. Lukenbill digs it out, but unable to keep it in play. And once again, the Raiders within 2. Batiste Gabo back to serve. Gabo's jump serve is over, dug out by Anderson. Norberg trying for the kill, got it. Set point for the Mustangs, up 24-21. As Avery Ennis will be back to serve for Mora. Ennis' serve is sent over, dug out by Mille Lacs. Rogers setting it up for Hansen. Hansen taking a little bit off of it. Ennis is there. Tim setting it up for Fix. Fix to the back row. Reamer is there. Rogers will send it over herself. Norberg keeps it alive. Hansen is there. Rogers to Larson. That's long. And Mora will win the first set, 25-21. We'll be back here with the second set here on KBEK after the Hones set break.
Now it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
The Mustang Booster Club is here for one purpose: Mustang pride. Working hand in hand with Mora Schools and the athletic department, we work to promote, honor, and strengthen Mustang athletics in every way we can. Our amazing sponsors and community members make it possible by helping us raise the funds that keep our programs thriving. When you support us, You're directly investing in our athletes, giving them the chance to shine at their very best. We are proud to be the team behind the team.
Some of those great Mustang Booster Club sponsors include Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services, Chunk Swenson State Farm, Scott's Lawn and Landscape, Neighborhood National Bank, Blue Star Graphics, Printees, Steegman Construction, Downtown Deli, Rio Design Inc., Mora Dental Center, Sunrise Construction, Sherman Builders, Sunderban Concrete, and Springbrook Golf Course.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
The Raiders start out with a point and an ace from number 8, Ava Rogers. So the Raiders starting out like they did in their first game, but they did end up falling 25-21. Rogers will set it up for Hansen, blocked at the net. Mora keeping it alive. Ennis will keep it to the middle of the floor. Anderson is there. There's Gabo. Hansen now trying for the kill, taking a little bit off of it. Ennis is there. Norberg is there. Mora unable to get it back over the net, and Mille Lacs takes a 2-0 lead here in the second set. It will be Ava Rogers once again back to serve. That's sent over. Tim down to dig it out. Ennis will set it up for Fix. And that's going to be too strong. 3 straight for the Raiders. Rogers again back to serve. That'll be to the back row. Fix is there. Ennis keeping it alive, but number 10, Ostreich, not able to get it over. So Mille Lacs starting strong here in the second set. 4-0. Rogers down to get it is Anderson. Ennis trying for Norberg into the middle of the floor. Rogers is there. Gabo getting it to Reamer. Reamer. Fix was there. Norberg will try to send it over. She does. Down to dig it out is Gabo. Larson trying for the kill, but dug out by Anderson. And a violation is called on Mora, and Mille Lacs takes a 5-0 lead here in the second set. Rogers back to serve. That's sent over, dug out by Tim. Ennis behind her to Fix. Fix, got it. So the Mustangs on the board here in the second set, down 5-1. Aria Mueller in for the Raiders. And Maya Fix will be back to serve. Getting it to the back row. Gabo is there. Larson to Shigobe. Digging it out is Tim. Ennis getting it to Norberg. Norberg taking a little bit off of it, and a dig from Norberg. Cutting the lead to 3, and that is the 5th kill by Ashley Norberg. Maya Fix back to serve. Fixes serve is sent over. Good one, but dug out by Gabo. Played well off the net by Rogers, but the return goes wide. And the Mustangs have scored 3 straight of their own, cutting the lead to 2. Maya Fix once again back to serve. That's sent over. Dug out by Reamer. Rogers getting it to Shigobe, but it goes long. And the Mustangs cut the lead to 1. After scoring the first 5 points of this set, the Raiders have conceded 4 of their own. Gabo with the dig. Rogers will set it up for Danny Larson, who will just tap it over, catching the Mustangs out of position, and the Raiders up 6-4 here in the second set. Mora won the first set, 25-21. Larson gets her 4th kill of the night. That serve is dug out by Tim. Anderson blocked at the net, but it goes out of bounds. And it'll be a Mustang point. And once again, Mora down 1. Tim's serve, taking a little bit off of it. Dug out well there by Reamer. Lukenbill trying for the kill. Dug out by Mueller. Rogers is there. Reamer sending it over, and it'll be a kill for Reamer. And it'll also be a 2-point Raider lead. 4th kill of the night for Reamer. And Larson will be back to serve. And that serve will be an ace, catching the far sideline. Fix going to chase down the ball. Back to serve is Danny Larson. Her serve will be sent over, dug out by Anderson. Ennis to Lukenbill, sending it to the middle of the floor. Dug out by Reamer. And Larson sending it over from the back row. Tim to Ostrike. Too strong. 9-5 Mille Lacs. It will be Danny Larson once again back to serve. She does have an ace on the night. Tim digs that out. Ennis getting it to Lukenbill. Lukenbill trying for the kill. Blocked at the net. Tim trying from the back row. Digging it out is Mueller. Rogers keeps it alive. Reamer goes long. 9-6 Raiders here in the second set. Ava Olsen and Elia Kastenbauer in for the Mustangs. Ava Olsen will be back to serve. She has 2 aces on the night. This will be sent over, but it's going to go long, and it'll be a point for the Raiders. Up 10-6. Rayleigh Shigobe back to serve. Dug out by Tim. Lukenbill trying for the kill. Mueller keeping it alive. Reamer chases it down, and Gabo will send it over the net. Olsen, short set for Kastenbauer. Dug out by Shigobe. Reamer trying for the kill, but dug out by the Mustangs. Rogers sending it over, and Fix able to keep it alive. Fix is there. Olsen will set it up for Anderson. Anderson taking a little bit off of it, but blocked at the net, and Kastenbauer will send it over for the Mustangs. Rogers to Reamer, blocked at the net. Mora unable to keep it alive, and the Raiders hold a 5-point lead, 11-6. Shigobe once again back to serve. That's sent over, dug out by Tim. Olsen is there, setting it up for Kastenbauer. Blocked at the net. Mille Lacs keeping it alive. Mueller sending it over. Tim, Olsen, Kastenbauer taking a little bit off of it, and it was the right move because Mille Lacs was not ready for that, and the lead is down to 4, 11-7. Sheldon Pedersen in for the Raiders. with Alice Anderson back to serve. Her serve is sent over, dug out by Mueller. Rogers is there. Gabo trying for the kill, dug out by Olsen. Tim getting it to Kassenbauer, blocked at the net. Mille keeping it alive. Rogers sending it over, blocked at the net. Mille unable to keep it alive. It'll be 11-8 in favor of Mille here in the second set. Alice Anderson back to serve. A 12-6 curve and an ace for the Mustangs as Mille leads 11-9. Mora won the first set 25-21. First ace of the night for Anderson. She serves again, dug out by Larson. Rogers getting it to Reamer. And Mille unable to return it, and Mora has once again cut the lead to 1, 11-10. Anderson back to serve. Good serve, dug out by Pedersen. Gabo is there. Larson will send it over. Kassenbauer digs it out. Olsen sending it over herself. Caught the Raiders just a little bit out of position, and it is 11s on the board here in the second set. Timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. We'll be back here on KBK after word from some of our sponsors.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately? It's because I no longer pay for hot water. What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Welcome back here on KBK. 11s on the board here in the second set with Alice Anderson back to serve. Pedersen digs it out, doesn't play it very well, but Mille able to get it over. Olsen will set it up for Kassenbauer. Pedersen is there. Rogers, cross-court pass going to Reamer, blocked at the net. Olsen keeping it alive. Tim over to Fix. Trying for the back row. Diving dig by Mueller. Reamer sending it over. Tim is there. Olsen to Lukenbill. Lukenbill trying for the back row. Pedersen is there. Rogers setting it up for Gabo. Gabo is blocked at the net, and it'll fall on the Mora side. And it'll be 12-11 in favor of Mille here in the second set. That'll be the third kill from Baptiste Gabo. Reamer back to serve. That's sent over. Tim digs it out. Olsen getting it to Kassenbauer. Blocked at the net, but it'll fall on the Mille side. And we are tied once again at 12. Jenna Lukenbill back to serve. Ashley Norberg back in for Mora. Lukenbill's serve is sent over. Larson is there. Rogers will set it up for Gabo. Gabo with a kill. Gabo now with her 4th kill of the night. And she'll be back to serve. Her left-handed serve is sent over. Anderson there to dig it out. Olsen to Kassenbauer. Blocked at the net. Norberg, Tim Norberg sending it over. Rogers to Larson. Anderson is there. Now Fix trying for the kill. Pedersen is there to dig it out. Rogers sends it over herself. But a violation called on Mille, and we are knotted up at 13. Avery Ennis and Evie Ostreich will come in for the Mustangs, and Avery Ennis will be back to serve. Ennis' serve is sent over, dug out by Reamer. There's Rogers. Getting it to Larson, curling around. Dug out by Ostrike. That'll get over maybe on accident. Rogers to Hansen. Dug out by Tim. And Mora, they will not be able to send it over. 14-13 in favor of Mille Lacs here in the second set with Ava Rogers back to serve. Rogers' serve is sent over, but it goes wide. And we are tied at 14. Aria Mueller in for Peyton Hansen. And Maya Fix will be back to serve for Mora, all tied up at 14. That's sent to the back row. Gabo is there. Rogers getting it to Larson. She'll just tap it over. It'll be a point for the Raiders, and they retake the lead, 15-14. Mueller's serve is sent over, dug out by Anderson. Ennis to Norberg, trying for the kill. Got it. Tied at 15 here in the second set. Mora won the first set, 25-21. So it's not surprising that the second set is as close as it is. Leah Tim back to serve. Taking a little bit off of it. Reamer chases it down. Rogers back to Reamer, trying for the kill. Dug out by Fix. Ennis keeps it alive. Ostrike sends it over. Gabo is there. Rogers setting it up for Larson. Larson will go along with it. And Mora takes their first lead of the second set. Tim back to serve. Dug out by Mueller. Close to the net, and Rogers does not play it well. She was put in a bad position, too. So it'll be 17-15, favor of Mora. Tim serve. Gabo digs it out. Rogers to Reamer. Reamer will hit it into the net. And Mora has opened up a 3-point lead here in the second set, 18-15, with Leah Tim back to serve. Tim serve. With Reamer there, Rogers back to Larson, taking a little bit off of it. Chasing it down is Ennis. She'll get it over. Gabo back to Reamer, blocked at the net. Mueller is there, blocked at the net again. It'll travel along the net. Mueller does not play it well, but Shigobe was there to clean it up, and Malacca keeping it alive. Ennis setting it up for Anderson. That's blocked at the net, and it'll find the Mora side. Great hustle by the Raiders. There were a couple times I thought that ball was going to be dead for sure. But Mille Lacs able to keep persistent and score the point and get to within 2. Here coming into the latter stages of set number 2. Larson back to serve. Ennis is there. Anderson will send it over. Taking a little bit off of it, and Mille Lacs unable to send it over. It'll be 19-16 in favor of Mora here in the second set. Ava Olsen back to serve. Good serve. Mueller is there. It's going to be an ace. That'll be the third ace for Olsen. And the Mustangs have won the race to 20 here in the second set, 20-16. Olsen again back to serve. Her serve is sent over, dug out by Mueller. Rogers is there, setting it up for Reamer. Reamer blocked at the net, and it'll fall on the Mille Lacs side. And Mora now holds a 5-point lead, 21-16. Ava Olsen back to serve. Dug out by Reamer. Rogers back to Reamer, blocked at the net. Fakes, keeps it alive. Tim setting it up for Anderson, blocked at the net. There's Rogers keeping it alive. Some miscommunication by the Raiders, but it ends up harmless, and Mille Lacs able to keep it alive. Rogers sends it over. Lukenbill. Olsen There's Anderson, blocked at the net, and Mille unable to get there in time. It is 22-16, and Coach Balder wants a timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be back here on KBEK after word from some of our sponsors.
Pine Technical and Community College is turning 60. Are you an alumni or friend of the college? Join us for an all-class reunion and the grand opening of our brand new Tech and Trades Labs, Friday, October 10th. Reconnect with classmates, explore state-of-the-art learning spaces, and celebrate 6 decades of changing lives in our community. Mark your calendar, Friday, October 10th, in PTCC's brand new Automotive Lab. Details and RSVP at pine.edu/60 years. See you there.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Welcome back here on KBEK. Adam Hefty here in Mora for this matchup between the Mora Mustangs and the Mille Lacs Raiders. Mora leads the second set 22-16, trying to take a 2-0 lead with Ava Olsen back to serve. Dug out by Reamer. Rogers getting it to Gabo for the kill. Blocked at the net. And Shigobe keeping it alive, but not enough, as Mora now holds a 7-point lead, their largest lead of the night. It'll be Olsen back to serve. Good serve. Reamer, however, is there to dig it out. And Larson from the back row hitting it into the net. And it is set point in favor of Mora. Mora won the first set 25-21. They now lead the second set 24-16 with Ava Olsen back to serve. That'll go into the net, so a service error on the Mustangs keeps a slight window open for the Raiders. Down 24-17 with Rayleigh Shigobe back to serve. Her service sent over, dug out by Kastenbauer. Olsen is there, behind her to Anderson, trying for the back row, got it. And Mora will take a 2-set-to-none lead, winning the first set 25-21 and winning the second set 25-17. We'll be back here on KBEK for your third set after the home set break.
Now it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way.
The Classic Edge HDX from Central Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
The Mustang Booster Club is on a mission, working closely with Mora School and the athletic department. We're dedicated to help promote, recognize, and improve to the top level of Mustang athletics. How? By generating funds from our great business partners and community members we have. Your support directly impacts our programs, giving them the opportunity to go above and beyond for their athletes to excel at the highest levels. We are the team behind the team.
Yes, and some of those Mustang Booster Club sponsors include Schulberg and Holmstrom, Osland Lumber, Barnick Agency, Knife Lake Concrete, Remax Select, A Cut Above, Glenn's Tire, East Central Veterinarians, Absolute Tile Company, and Ace Hardware.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say thank you to all the manufacturing employees and companies. Without you, we would not have a lot of the products we enjoy using every day. Join us at one of our tours of area manufacturers. Tours available this year will be held at Pinnacle Climate Technologies, Ridgewater College, and Malco. Tours feature both in-person and private tours. Learn how to register or attend at cmmaworks.org. That's cmmaworks.org. This message is brought to you by the Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association and our Gold Elite sponsors, Malco, DCI, and Relco. More information available at cmmaworks.org.
Welcome back here on KBEK. Adam Hefty here in Mora as Mora has a 2-0 lead here in this Great River Conference battle with Mille Lacs. Rogers will set it up for Larson. Tim is there to dig it out. Chasing it down is Ostrike, and it'll go over the net, and Rogers misplays it, and the Mustangs take a 1-0 lead to start this out. Mora won the first set, 25-21. They won the second set, 25-17, despite being down 5-0 in the early going. Pedersen is there to receive the set, and Hansen will send it over. Tim is there. Ennis will set it up for Norberg. Norberg will hit it into the net, and we're tied at 1. Back to serve is Ava Rogers. Her serve is sent over, dug out by Tim. Ennis getting it to number 10 Ostrike, and Mille Lacs takes a 2-1 lead here in the third set. Rogers once again back to serve. That'll be sent over, dug out by Tim. Ennis is there, getting it to Fix. Fix able to get the kill, and we're tied at 2. Aria Mueller in for the Raiders. It'll be the third kill on the night for Fix, and she will be back to serve. That'll be sent over, dug out by Gabo. Chasing it down is Rogers. Shigobe tapping it over for the Raiders. Tim will set it up for Anderson. She misplays it. It'll be 3-2 in favor of Mille Lacs here in the third set. Mueller back to serve. She has an ace on the night. Tim is there. Ennis getting it to Norberg, trying for the kill, but dug out by Gabo. Larson tapping it over. Dug out by Ostrike. Ennis will set it up for Fix. Fix trying for the sideline. Hansen is there, and Rogers will send it over. There's Ostrike. Ennis. Norberg blocked at the net. Norberg keeping alive. Chasing it down is Tim. And Fix will send it over into the back row. Gabo is there. Rogers setting it up for Larson. Larson dug out by Tim. Fix. Ostrike trying for the back row. Dug out by Gabo. Chasing it down is Rogers. Reamer will send it over into the back row. Who else but Tim? Ennis. Anderson blocked at the net. Dug out by Ostrike. Norberg swings at it. Down to dig it out is Gabo. Reamer, she'll swing at it. And Fix is there, but it goes out of bounds. Really fun point there, but it goes to Mille Lacs. And it'll be Aria Mueller back to serve. Her jump serve is over, dug out by Tim. Ennis is there, getting it to Anderson. Anderson chasing it around the net and hit by Reamer. I don't know if that would have been out of bounds if Reamer wouldn't have touched it. But it will be point for the Mustangs with Tim back to serve. Reamer down to get it. Rogers setting it up for Shigobe. Ennis is there. Tim will set it up for Ostrike, trying for the back row. Digging it out is Gabo. Rogers to Reamer. Digging that one out is Anderson. Ennis to Lukenbill with the kill. 4 is on the board here in the third set, and it'll be the third kill on the night for Lukenbill. Leah Tim back to serve. And that'll go into the net. Point for the Raiders. And they are up 5-4 here in the third set. Danny Larson back to serve. That sent over, dug out by Fix. Ennis is there, Lukenbill for the kill. Finds the middle of the floor, down to dig it out is Mueller, and keeping it alive is Rogers. Reamer is there to send it over. Ennis keeping it alive, but Mora unable to get it over. And Mille Lacs takes a 6-4 lead here in the third set. Great hustle by the Raiders. Mora won the first set 25-21. Mora won the second one as well, 25-17. But Mille Lacs up 6-4 here in the third set, and Larson will be back to serve. Ennis setting it up for Lukenbill, blocked at the net, and it'll fall on the Raider side. And the Mustangs cut the lead to 1. With Ava Olsen and Elia Kastenbauer in for the Mustangs. Ava Olsen will be back to serve. She has 3 aces on the night. Olsen's serve is sent over, dug out by Larson. Rogers, Gabo from the left side. Fix is there, but chasing it down is Rogers, and Anderson will send it to the back row and Larson. Rogers getting it to Reamer, maybe a little bit too close to the net, but Reamer able to pull it off. Kassenbauer for the middle of the floor. Down to dig it out is Larson. And Rogers will send it over for the Raiders. Kassenbauer is there. Olsen to Lukenbill, trying for the middle of the floor. Dug out by Larson. Mueller sending it over. Tim is there. Olsen getting too close to the net, and it'll be a point for the Raiders. 7-5 Mille Lacs here in the third set. With Rayleigh Shagobe back to serve. Her right-handed serve is sent over. Down to dig it out is Anderson, Rogers to Reamer, trying from the back row. There's Fix to dig it out. Olsen back to Kassenbauer, taking a little bit off of it. And a double hit is going to be called on Mille Lacs. It'll be 7-6. Mille Lacs here in the third set. Back to serve was Anderson. And that dig got a little bit too close to the net for the Raiders, and Rogers had trouble playing it off of the net. So we are tied at 7 apiece with Anderson back to serve. That'll be sent over, dug out by Mueller. Rogers is there. Blocked at the net. Lukenbill will hit it into the net, and it'll be a point for the Raiders. They retake the lead, 8-7. Mariah Reamer back to serve. That's a good serve. Tim down to dig it out. Olsen chases it down. Anderson is there. And that'll go wide on the return, and we are tied at 8 rather. Jenna Lukenbill back to serve. That'll be sent over, dug out by Pedersen. Rogers keeps it alive, but Mille Lacs unable to return it. And the Mustangs take their first lead of the set since they were up 1-0. It'll be the first ace of the night for Lukenbill, and she will be back to serve once again. But that one will go wide, and we're tied at 9. This set is playing a lot like the first two. It was very close to the majority of the sets. It's just Mora was able to pull away towards the latter side of them. With Baptiste Gabo back to serve. Good serve, and it'll be an ace for Gabo, and the Raiders retake the lead 10-9. It'll be her first ace of the night to go with her 5 kills. And she will be back to serve once again. The left-handed serve is over, dug out by Tim. Olsen to Norberg, trying for the kill. Got it. Tens on the board. Mora won the first set, 25-21. They also won the second set, 25-17. It'll be Ennis back to serve. Rogers sends it over herself. Ennis is there. Tim going to Ostreich. Ostreich trying for the back row. Gabo is there. Rogers to Larson. Larson trying for the kill, but Tim digs it out. Fix trying for the kill. Got it. Mora leads 11-10 here in the third set. And it'll be Avery Ennis back to serve. Fourth kill of the night for Maya Fix. Ennis' serve is sent over. Pedersen is there. Rogers will set it up for Larson. Larson taking something off of it, and it was successful, and we are tied at 11. The sixth kill of the night for Danny Larson. She leads all players. The serve by Rogers is there. Played well off the net by Ennis. And Fix will send it over for the Mustangs. There's Shigobe trying for the kill. Dug out by Ostreich. Norberg trying for the kill. Blocked at the net, but it travels along the net. It'll fall on the Raiders side out of bounds. Aria Mueller back in. In for Hansen. And Fix will be back to serve. That's sent over. Dug out by Gabo. Rogers to Larson. Got the baseline. Twelves. And it is a seventh kill of the night for Larson. Mueller service sent over. Tim is there. Ennis setting it up for Anderson. Blocked at the net. Keeping it alive is Larson. And she will send it over. Tim down to dig it out. Ennis will set it up for Norberg. Norberg blocked at the net, and it'll fall on the Raiders' side. And the Mustangs take the ever so slight lead. 13-12. Leah Tim back to serve. Down to dig it out is Gabo. Rogers sends it over herself. Fix. Ennis. Lukenbill. Dug out by Mueller. Chasing it down is Reamer. Sending it over was Larson. Ennis will set it up for Lukenbill for the kill. 14-12 is the Mora lead here in the third set. And it is the fifth kill of the night by Jenna Lukenbill, and Tim will be back to serve. Digging it out is Gabo. Rogers to Larson. Larson taking a little bit off of it. Down to dig it out is Ennis, and she will try to send it over, unable to. While it's not a kill, it was successful nonetheless, and Larson will be back to serve. She has an ace on the night. That'll be sent over, dug out by Fix. There's Ennis. Getting it to Anderson, blocked at the net, and Mille unable to return it. And Mora takes a slim 2-point lead, 15-13. Ava Olsen and Elia Kastenbauer in once again for the Mustangs. Olsen's serve is sent over, dug out by Mueller. Chasing it down is Rogers, trying to keep it alive. Gabo taking a little bit off of it. Olsen is there. Kastenbauer setting it over, kept alive by Gabo. Shigobe blocked at the net, and Mille unable to return it. And Mora holds a 16-13 lead. It is the sixth kill of the night for Jenna Lukenbill. And Mora has opened up a 3-point lead here in the third set. Olsen back to serve, dug out by Reamer. Rogers back to Reamer, trying for the kill, got it. 16-14 Mustangs here in the third set. The sixth kill of the night for Reamer, and there was no doubt about that one. Shigobe back to serve for the Raiders. That's sent over, dug out by Anderson. Olsen sending it back to Lukenbill. Keeping it alive is Fix and Lukenbill. Gabo to Mueller. She'll send it over. Tim digs it out. Olsen getting it to Anderson. There's Larson digging it out. Rogers keeps it alive. Reamer trying for the back row. Got it. And the Raiders within one. Mora won the first set, 25-21. Mora won the second set as well, 25-17. But just a 1-point lead here in the third set, 16-15. Lukenbill trying for the kill. Dug out by Shigobe. Larson from the back row, dug out by Olsen. Lukenbill to Anderson, trying for the front row. Has Reamer, Rogers into the back row and Larson. Larson will go wide with it. 17-15 Mora. Sheldon Pedersen in for Shigobe. Anderson back to serve. Her serve is sent over, dug out by Mueller. Rogers chases it down to Reamer. Reamer trying for the kill, blocked at the net, but it goes out of bounds, and it is once again a 1-point lead in favor of Mora here in the third set. The 7th kill of the night for Reamer. Her and Larson are tied for the most in the game. Tim is there. Olsen getting it to fix, taking a little bit off of it, but Hansen is there. Chasing it down is Reamer, and she will send it over for the Raiders. Anderson is there to dig it out. Kassenbauer trying for the kill. That goes wide, and we are tied at 17 here in the third set. It'll be Mariah Reamer back to serve for the Raiders. Her serve is mishit. It'll be a point for the Mustangs. Lukenbill back to serve. Mora up 18-17 here in the third set. Lukenbill serve is sent to the back row. Larson digging it out. Rogers setting it up for Gabo. Gabo will hit it into the net. It is 19-17 in favor of Mora here in the third set. Lukenbill once again back to serve. That'll be sent over. Pedersen is there to dig it out. Rogers sets it up for Hansen, and Mille unable to keep it alive. And Mora takes a 20-17 lead here in the third set. Coach Balder wants a timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be back here on KBK after word from two of our sponsors.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Welcome back here on KBK as Mora holds a 20-17 lead here in the third set. Jenna Lukenbill will be back to serve. Pedersen digs it out. Chasing it down is Rogers. Hansen will send it over. Dug out by Anderson. Keeping it alive is Norberg. And Kastenbauer will send it over. Rogers getting it to Gabo. Gabo is blocked at the net, and it'll fall on the Raiders' side. It is 21-17 in favor of Mora. Lukenbill back to serve. That'll be sent over. Pedersen digs it out. Rogers over to Hansen. Hansen's hit is long. And Mora leads 22-17 with their largest lead of this third set. Lukenbill back to serve. Dug out by Larson. Rogers is there. Gabo trying for the kill. Got it. (22-18) is a Mora lead here in the third set. Mora won the first and second sets 25-21 and 25-17. Batiste Gabo will be back to serve. She does have an ace on the night to go with her 6 kills. That'll be sent over, dug out by Tim. Olsen setting it up for Fix. Fix, too strong. Mille Lacs staying alive here in the third set. It will be Batiste Gabo back to serve. That's sent over. Fix is there. Now Norberg trying for the back row. Hansen trying for the kill. Blocks at the net. It'll fall on the Mora side. And Mille Lacs within 2. 22-20. Gabo again back to serve. It'll be the first kill of the night for Peyton Hansen. That'll be sent over. Dug out by Fix. Olsen to Norberg. Norberg blocked at the net. Norberg keeping it alive. Fix will send it over and it'll fall on the Mille Lacs side. And Mora leads 23-20 with Avery Ennis and Evie Ostreich back to serve. Ostreich serve will be sent over, dug out by Gabo. Rogers setting it up for Larson. Larson taking a little bit off of it. Anderson was there, but her return goes wide. It'll be 23-21 in favor of Mora here in the third set. And Ava Rogers will be back to serve. Number 12, Sloan Ehrmantraut, back in for the Raiders. Rogers serve is over. Tim is there. Ennis will set it up for Norberg. Norberg trying for the kill. Dug out by Gabo. Reamer is there. Rogers sends it over. Digging it out is Ostreich. Now Norberg trying for the middle of the floor. Ehrmantraut diving for the dig. And Hansen will send it over. Tim is there. Ennis going to Fix. Fix trying for the middle of the floor. Hansen is there. Rogers to Reamer. Reamer from the back row. Too strong. Match point for the Mustangs. (24-21). Maya Fix back to serve. Her serve is sent over, dug out by Gabo. There's Rogers setting it up for Larson. Dug out by Tim, but it goes out of bounds. Mille Lacs staying alive. They need 2 points in a row here to keep this match going. With Mueller back to serve. That'll be sent over. Tim digs it out. Ennis going to Anderson to the front of the floor. Diving dig by Reamer. And Mueller will send it over. Anderson is there. Anderson rather. Diving to keep it alive was Rogers. Gabo to Reamer. Reamer will send it to the back row. There's Fix. Ennis to Anderson trying for the kill. Gabo is there. Does not get there. And Mora will win this 3-0 here at their home court over the Mille Lacs Raiders. We'll be back to wrap this one up from here in Mora on KBEK after a word from some of our sponsors.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
The Mustang Booster Club is committed to excellence. Collaborating with Mora schools and the athletic department, our mission is to support, highlight, and advance Mustang athletics at the highest level. We achieve this by securing funding from our valued business partners and community supporters. Every donation makes a difference, enhancing athletic programs and giving student athletes the resources to succeed. We proudly stand as the team behind the team.
And welcome back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. I'm joined by senior Ava Tim from the Mora Mustangs. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
So coming into this one, what did you guys want to accomplish against Mille?
We really just wanted to play hard, especially after start of a slow game on Tuesday. We really just wanted to come out hard tonight.
And then, do you think you accomplished that tonight?
Most definitely.
Yeah, so the Great River Conference is pretty close, especially towards the top to the bottom. Is it beneficial to play, tough teams night after night?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot this week, but I think after, again, the slow start and coming out stronger tonight, it was so much better for us.
All right, well, Ava Olson joining us. She's the Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Game, so congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. Yes, and welcome back here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK. The Mora Mustangs defeat the Mille Lacs Raiders 3-0, winning the first set 25-21, winning the second set 25-17, and then winning the third set 25-22. Now, I know the scoreboard is going to say that Mora swept Mille Lacs, but it was a very close match all the way through. Nobody got into a double-digit lead scenario. In fact, I think the largest lead may have been that 8 points to finish off set number 2 by the Mora Mustangs. So Mille Lacs really played well. It's going to be a close run to the finish with Crosby, Ironton, Rush City, and Mora in the top 3 positions. Ogilvie and Mille Lacs right behind them in 4 and 5. So it'll be fun to see how this conference shakes out. Next up for the Raiders, they will be at the Burnsville tournament. That'll be tomorrow. Mora will host their tournament. That'll be their next action. That'll be this weekend on Saturday. If you want to know where we will be next, it'll be a Football Friday tomorrow night. So a lot going on. I will be in Pine City to go to the Dragons homecoming game. They will be hosting these Mora Mustangs tomorrow night over in Pine City. Other football action going on tomorrow night. So if you want to know where we will be, find us on kbek.com. Look under the broadcast schedule, or look under the sports tab in the broadcast schedule. We'll be there for you to check out at your own convenience. Those games are subject to change. This week has kind of been a little crazy, but we'll do what we can to get as much action as we can to you. Join me tomorrow morning. I'll be live on the air for the Front Porch Morning Show starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning here on 95.5 FM KBEK. So join me tomorrow morning with all your news, weather, and sports. I'll be recapping this match as well. So thank you to all of the sponsors for jumping on board. Without them, this would not be possible. Thank you to all of you watching us on our YouTube channels or listening to us on 95.5 FM KBEK. Without you guys, this would not be possible. So wrapping things up from here in Mora, the Mora Mustangs defeat the Mille Lacs Raiders 3-0, 25-21, 25-17, and 25-22. Thank you all for joining me. Have a good night, everybody.
That concludes our broadcast from KBEK Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit kbek.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station, or the Nice 95.5 mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Nice 95.5 is KBEK FM Mora.